All right, my friends, welcome. Welcome to a very special session. Today, we're going to be combining Opal and Moldavite together. For as far as I know, the first time ever. So let me kind of show you what this is. If you look, this is a 110 million year old opalised mussel shell. It's actually from the Cretaceous period, and it's of course an Australian stone. So what happened is about 110 million years ago, the Eromanga Sea covered most of Australia, and there was sea life like clams and belemnites and different things that basically fossilized over time as they sunk into the sediment. And over millions and millions of years, silica-carrying water would replace parts of the decomposing shells. And that is what we have today, is basically opal replacement mussel shell. All right, we're going to be combining it with moldavite, as I previously mentioned. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about that in just a second. So what is moldavite? Moldavite was created 15 million years ago by the collision impact of a meteorite from outer space. It crashed into Germany, and the force before it and the heat melted everything in its path, causing a huge explosion that then rained up into the stratosphere and rained down as it cooled over what is today the Czech Republic, a little bit of Germany, and a little bit of Austria. So it is a tektite as well as a gemstone. Certainly one of the rarest gemstones in the world, and amazing for its green bottle color. Alright, you can see this point is coming out well. So what I've done is I've looked for some spectacular pieces of moldavite. We call them hedgehogs. They're usually from Besednice in the Czech Republic. Great shapes. And basically I've looked for ones that have a natural break, no tip, or they're broken in half somehow. And I've decided to do a series, where I basically cut an opal that perfectly fits it so that we can combine them together. God, look at the colors on this shell skin. Alright, now this is the piece of moldavite I'll be using. You can see it's got a beautiful shape. It's got no tip, but it's completely natural. Alright, that is the natural break. So I'm piecing them together, but now I have to basically put it on the wheel over and over again until it perfectly fits the body of the moldavite, so that I can just attach them using just a little bit of acrylic resin and this UV light. So right now I'm putting this piece on a little stick, a little dop stick, so we can get sanding, start doing some polishing, and then try to get that final shape. Alright, now, if you're wondering where I got this piece of rough opal, I want to give a shout out to Mark and Rach at the Blacklighters. If any of you have ever watched Outback Opal Hunters, you know the Blacklighters team. They're totally awesome. And again, I can't say enough good things about Mark and Rachel. They're the sweetest people you've ever dealt with. Alright, so you see this just slid off the job stick. So let's just do it by hand. Look at that. Handmade. Now I have to keep bringing it out and putting it against the moldavite to see if it fits. And then going back to the wheel and make small changes so that I can get them to fit together without having to damage the moldavite in any way. Alright, so this is about the 20th polish and grind I've had on the wheel. And we're almost to the point where it's going to fit nicely. Alright, let's give it its final polish here. Adding the water, make the mesh, paint it on the felt wheel. Alright, there we go. We're now giving it the final polish. And with this kind of grit, it's going to come out looking like just glass. All right, it now fits. We've made the right shape. Time for the acrylic resin. It is UV activated, so we've got to put a black light on it. So here you can see I'm giving it 10 seconds on either side, and it'll form a perfect bond. No glue, no acids, no damage to either gem. Look at that. Look at the detail on that Moldavite. So I live in Czech Republic, and I mine Moldavite. So in the summers I'm up in Besednice at the legal mine, and we spend our time with picks and shovels, and we basically dig this stuff out of the ground. And it's the most beautiful and wonderful feeling when you see that green. Oh, I'm pretty happy with the way this came out. They have fit together very nicely. I think we just need to take a look at this in the sun so you can really get the colors of the opal to come out and just shine. Alright, so let's move in the sun. What do you think, my friends? My favorite two gems in the world, together as one. This is part of a set of 4 that I've made, and I'll be showing you the next one tomorrow and the day after. Each one a unique gem with an opal from a different country. Alright, thanks for joining us, my friends, and I will see you next time.